God had been stirring my heart. I knew something was about to change in my life, and I'd been farming for a while and enjoyed it, but I really was looking and praying that God would bring me something harder, really, that I could really be a part of. And so the Lord put this area on my heart. It's called LincolnVillage. So I can remember driving down that street, and I remember I stood out, and the houses don't look like they do now. It looked like kind of like a war zone to me. And so for about 2 weeks, what I did was I just walked this area, and I started picking up people's names. And I was looking around, and I could see on the outside of the houses, and I couldn't imagine what was going on the inside. And so it pained me a lot. One day, one of the families asked me to come into their house, and it was a little girl and her mama, and it was back there on Cottage Street. And I'll never forget. I walked in, and there was no running water, and there was no utility, so the lights were off, and it was a horrible smell. And the little girl sat down in front of me, and there were roaches crawling everywhere, and I can remember thinking, oh my God, this is in Huntsville, Alabama. And it shook me. And I knew this was going to be a place that we were going to come and work. And so it started there. And not long after that, we started Lincoln Village Preservation Corporation. And these were people who came and they looked and saw what was taking place, and said, what do we need to do? And I said, we need to buy these houses. We need to make this place a safe place for kids to ride their bike, you know, for moms to be able to let their kids play out in the front yard, for them to be able to walk into a house that has running water, and is a safe place, things that I would want for my own kids. And I feel like that's God's heart, and I think that's what redemption's about, is that you find something that's broken, you look at it, you try and look at it in the way you feel like God is looking at it, and what He loves is redemption. And for me to be able to take say a single mom with 3 children that makes, you know, $3 in tips or whatever. I know what they make. For me to be able to walk them into a house, and they stop for a second because they can't believe what they're seeing. You know, this is an affordable place for you to raise your kid. And they go in and they see they have new appliances, and there's a clean room, and there are no roaches, and they don't have to worry about rats, because they don't have to worry about that anymore. And you can see their countenance totally changes, because for the first time in their life, in a lot of ways, they feel maybe safe. They feel hope.